Hmm. Broadcast up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Texans going up against the Broncos. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He'll drop to throw. He's got time. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Yeah, man.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
3 down. Here we go. What? 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
All right, here we go. Green, 30 numbers.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Oh, my. Touchdown, man.
Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
I had a touchdown call back because Nick Martin beat us in a fucking hole.
Are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now
Only
we'll see
passing
if
play he
that
got.
offense can put
Man,
6 on the board here. We'll see.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense, though? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now on 3rd and long, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. Look at the spin. And he'll get 2, maybe 3.
Do this dude have his settings on?
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an
I ain't never
offense
seen
calls
anybody do a
staying
spin
on
move like
schedule.
that.
3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
All right, I'm gonna score it, man.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They're going to look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Their big-bodied receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked for someone else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to get something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Everyone's got 4 down. Let's go. 1, 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans
why does
will
she be
add
going
on to
fast,
their
then it
lead.
go slow, then it go fast, then it go slow?
It's no good. For the 2nd time now in this 1st half, he's missed an extra point. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. He'll drop to throw. Finding time. Going for the deep ball. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought that
they've got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. Back down in that Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on.
Oh, my God, man. What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Let's see what this is about. So there you go, holding by the offense.
God damn.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Seriously, though.
So that last penalty means that the offense has to deal with a 3rd and 18 coming up here.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
One-on-one.
So
Throw
they
the ball
took a
right for the
shot on
one-on-one,
first
man.
down, but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, what was it, 1 yard?
Yeah, you plays like that.
So you threw the ball down. Oh, my God,
And
man.
it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something that Coach Amine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this one is incomplete. So we reach. Yeah, that's perfect. 2. Davis. Deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. And the Mile High Air in full effect is at. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's complete to Fuller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They go play action here on first down. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go. White, nothing. White, nothing.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. That comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. And then after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them
What the
down.
fuck is my... What the hell?
And he's in.
Watch that, bro.
Touchdown,
What the hell is
Houston.
this?
Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he missed it again. The 4th time now.
I did not even. I ain't want it to be full power. I released it super early. And it's still full power.
Sideline. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That's why I hate broadcasting, man.
This will be fielded at the 6. And all deep in his own territory.
Oh, my
Coughs up
God.
the
He picked
football.
up, man, please.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
Man, I hope Phillip come out before I play Chiefs,
You
man.
want to
'Cause
make
damn,
sure
I'm
you have
believing.
eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
They'll try and sneak it here. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Come on, let's go. Let's roll. Let's roll. Ohio.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Broncos a 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. switch it up here and look to throw. And Stills over the middle. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No. Check. Here we go. 3-19. 3 gun. All right, here we go. Over. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape in this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
I told you, man. I ain't going to say that right now, but it seems crazy.
But there are benefits benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a
Because
chance to
he
take
had
a break,
a crazy ass
adjust a little bit, maybe get
I
themselves
never seen
ready
nobody
to
do it.
get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here comes the Texans now.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And
So that ain't a ball hawk out?
certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
You watching?
Sense of urgency has to take over for
That
them.
ain't ball hawk while I'm
They know
tripping.
the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A very solid gain of 27. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown.
That's you breathing that hard?
They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in
That's you
coverage in
breathing
the
that hard?
secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's Kelsey on the ground. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A group of Broncos there combined to bring him down. 2nd down following the run.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
And this is caught at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They'll look to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Their big-bodied receiver there to make the grab. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They'll run it now out of the gun. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. The Pro Bowler is a rookie, Marcus Peters, there on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
You got breathing that hard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, 5. And they will bring this one back.
He said like choose Madden over family, homies, pussy, or money. And basketball.
Fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
That nigga wasn't got extra. That nigga about to fall asleep. Need some of that out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Man, I hope Fuller ain't going for too long, man. I gotta play with Chief. Fuck, this nigga don't quit, man.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey. Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Bro, this nigga is going to have a brilliant
dangerous
touchdown.
wide receiver. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I'm glad he don't.
As the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
Come on.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose.
So we didn't pick that. Really,
it's incomplete.
Y'all
Kenny Stills, the intended receiver.
Watch the play. They was right there. Like,
everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. And en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche, and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And quickly, they get to the line.
Any play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Back to throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the dream
I guess run. I had a feeling he was going to run.
Into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final
play
of preparation each week. The
The
practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Fuck it.
Oh, you should have been circle.
Ooh. Good job, young boy. Good job. Cause you gonna be next up when D-Hop retired.
Well, I'm on food gonna be out though.
Man, please say a week. I can do a week, bro. I can do a week. Pray for me, bro.
Nah, you got a foot pressure. You got a foot pressure,
Bro, just pray. Please pray for me, y'all. Please, man. Please. Please.
Man.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Get ready. Come on, come on. I don't care about none of this shit. I don't care about none of this shit. I don't care about none of this shit. Come on. Oh. 6 fucking weeks, bruh.
Dang. Hey, where you play T?
In 2 weeks. Yup. Good game, Chief. You beat me. Good game.
I think T got the injury thing turned all the way up. It's good for us. All my players getting hurt. Tight end gone. Quarterback gone. Wide receiver gone. Forward gone. Linebacker gone.
I can't believe this.
Oh, we're talking about getting rid of players. I might need to keep these players. I might have to get rid.
Tell me about it, bro.
Man, I gotta develop these two big dudes. I have in the middle.
That just man, my nigga Fuller was having the best season, yo.
Yeah, it's my dude pulled his groin, so I just said 3 weeks. I was like, ooh, okay, I can live with it. That's doable. Some of the other stuff not doable. Just okay, elbow.
My nigga, bro, you still on my broadcast?
Yeah.
Man, my nigga Fuller was murdering everybody, bro. Nobody was coming. Hey, listen, I already had a bye weekend. I'm still murdering everybody. Will Fuller. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even throwing the ball. I'm running the ball this year. Wow, 4 games? Oh my god, man. I'm out of work,
Man, I put Fuller injury to a 99, bro.
bro. Me too, bro. Hurt.
That job was crazy, man.
Oh, got my ankle. He's a wide receiver. You can have him. You know. I don't know about him yet, man. I don't know. Let me look what he got first off. He got 30. Hey, Clark, go look at the Broncos roster.
See, look at the Broncos roster.
Yeah, help me out.
Hey, tell me you gotta turn that ball off too. And like all his assistants said gonna be turned off.
Oh, we got a quarterback.
That's the reason fucking Fuller got hurt, man. He got Kenny Stills.
He's still 28.
Chief finessed the hell out of that man.
Man, Chief. I don't know why everybody want Terry Chief. That's why I would never Terry Chief. Only time I Terry Chief is my favorite. And I need the third round. Oh, give me that third round. You got the rejuvenated Wolf. Oh, good.
Ooh, that nigga DT kind of solid. I don't know, he's slow as dirt though.
Nah, I don't need him though. I just need him to claw that middle up. He 311. No, you getting him. what we got? We got no linebacker. Well, yeah, he ran the linebacker. Yeah, he's something. What's his zone? Yeah, his zone pretty good. Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, let me go there. Fuck, man.
Need a boy out there.
You know what? We still got D-Hop out there, and I got my boy Parson playing on another level. We good.
Yeah. Man, that's the reason why I want to get rid of my wide receivers.
I do gotta go get another receiver though. Fuck.
I don't know. Mike think I got so many corners, so many wide receivers.
I'm going for strictly speed.
They say I built up my linebacker. I'm good with that. So I can do play. I ain't gonna come out nowhere. Let me get prime time. Nah. I'm not spending money. It's done. Lowball you.
I know you got slow development. How you gonna lowball him?
No, he got quick development. Lowball you. His confidence so low. Yes, lowball you. I'm not dumb, man. I'm not about to play. You like I'm a, oh wow, give me prime time for Dan Marino. I got a quarterback. I need a backup quarterback. Y'all will act like, okay, dude, got quick development. I would get my 5'11", but I mean, me and him.